All right, today we are learning how to solve a proportion. So a proportion is simply when two fractions are equal. Okay, so sometimes you can be given two fractions and you're not sure if they're the same fraction. So what you do is the fancy thing that we used to do is we cross multiply. We take the top of one and the bottom of the other and we multiply them together. And then we take the top of one and the bottom of the other and we multiply them. If they're equal, this is a proportion. So this one right here is a proportion. Okay, these two, if you look at two fractions here, you multiply these two together, you get 25. You multiply these two together, you get 4. Not a proportion. So what we're doing is we're going to be solving ones where I tell you it is a proportion already. So that means you can cross multiply to solve them. I know, you're excited. So when you're solving proportions, your first step is to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, there is no more fraction. I need you to be aware of this. The fractions go away. So please, you shouldn't have a fraction left. Okay, so I'm telling you, we're solving this proportion. So you know this is already a proportion. Can we figure out a number that I can put up here for x when I cross multiply? That will make that equal. So when you cross multiply, you take the top and the bottom. You multiply them, so it's 4x. You take the other top and the other bottom and you multiply them and you get what, 60? And you put an equal sign in between them. Because they're a proportion, the two crosses, we call it the product of the means times the product of the extremes, are equal. So then this is just a one-step equation for this particular case. So now I just divide by 4 and x is 15. Good. So something like this. What number could I put in for x for if I multiply these two together? The top and the bottom. So let's do these two first. Now I'm going to do this in 2 steps so you can see what's happening. We have to multiply 5 times this whole thing. And x times 15. And now we simply solve this equation. So solving the equation, so we're adding cross multiplying on to our steps. So we distribute in through. So it's 5x plus 40 equals 15. Distribute. Move your x's. So moving this one. And do that. And then the inverse operation here is 10. So x is 4. Okay. We're only dividing by 10. We're not dividing by the x. So please don't do that. All right, so let's just do a few more examples. Product, multiply. It doesn't matter which one you do first. I like to do the more complicated one first. So this times 4. So I write it like this. Oop. And then these two multiply together are equal to each other. Notice how there's no more fraction. It's now an equation because we multiplied them. Distribute that in. So 4x plus 8 equals 5x. Move the variables. So 8 is 1x, or 8 is x. We didn't have anything else to do. Bonus. Something like this is fun. Cross multiply here. Both of them are pretty complicated, so I'm just going to pick one. So I'm going to do 5 times 3x plus 3 and 3 times 7x minus 1. Distribute in. distribute in, and then we solve. So move your variable. I'm going to move my 15. So 15 equals 6x. Add 3. 6x equals 18. Divide by 6, and so x is 3. So that's it for the ones I have for you. But please be aware, anytime you get something and it doesn't look so perfect as a 3, it might be a fraction, leave fractions. We like fractions. Fractions are our friends. Okay? Have a nice day.